The former president of Russia, Dmitry Medvedev, has made Trump very angry. You see, he wrote something on X and also on a Telegram, which pissed off Trump to the extent that he has ordered two nuclear submarines to point the direction of Russia, just setting ready for any attack. We're talking about nuclear submarines. The question here is about what did this former president write on X that could even make Trump involve nuclear weapons? What did he write on X? All right, people, let me take you back to Monday, 28th July 2025. On this day, what happened is that the former president of Russia, Dmitry Medvedev, came on Twitter, which is now called X, and he wrote something there. This is what he wrote there. He said, Trump's playing the ultimatum game with Russia. You should remember two things. Number one, Russia isn't Israel or even Iran. And number two, you should remember that each new ultimatum is a threat and a step towards war, not between Russia and Ukraine, but with his own country. Don't go down the sleepy Joe Road. This is what this former president wrote on X, which is was formerly called Twitter, and he also wrote something on a Telegram. Here is what he wrote. He said about Trump's threats against me on his personal truth social media network. If some words from the former president of Russia trigger such a nervous reaction from the high and mighty president of the United States, then Russia is doing everything right and will continue to proceed along its own path. This was written on the 31st July 2025, just after 3 days or something, 2 or 3 days. So he came and wrote this. So you can see that this is somehow, provocative, I mean, there's a beef here going on. So it is not just end there. This was now the climax. He said down there, he says, and about the India's and the Russia's dead economies and the entering very dangerous territory. Well, let him remember his favorite movies about the Walking Dead, as well as how dangerous the fabled dead hand can be. Then he put a sticker there, laughing. This was the climax, like when we say the climax of it, especially mentioning the Walking Dead. Those who have watched this series, TV series, it's about apocalyptic, like a apocalypse. That was the earth is destroyed, so humanity is fighting for survival. They are fighting with the zombies, trying to survive. So what he's just trying to say here is that whatever Trump is saying, whatever he's doing, all his threats on Russia and India, whatever, on Russia, he should remember that Russia is not a country that he can play with. He can play with Iran or whatever, but he can't play with Russia, because the fight between America and Russia, the war between America and Russia, the results of it will be apocalyptic in nature. So it will affect the whole world. It will be about every human being on earth has to fight for survival. Every life on earth will be put on danger just because America and Russia are fighting. So Trump should remember this when he is doing all his threats. So this is what he was just trying to say, maybe in essence, he was trying to pass the message to Trump. This pissed off Trump. He came now and wrote something. Actually, he's just writing what he has done. What did he write? Well, he came on his social media platform, which is called Truth, and he wrote this. He says, based on the highly provocative statements of the former president of Russia, Dmitry Medvedev, who is now the deputy chairman of the Security Council of the Russian Federation, I have ordered 2 nuclear submarines to be positioned in the appropriate regions, just in case these foolish and inflammatory statements are more than just that. Words are very important and can often lead to unintended consequences. I hope this will not be one of those instances. Thank you for your attention to this matter. So this is what he wrote, not that he's just giving back words, but he says, actually, I have ordered 2 nuclear submarines, to be just on the right position. Be ready there. In case whatever this Dmitry is just spitting out, whatever he's writing, it might be true. So in case this might be true, it might come into action. So be ready, setting ready for any attack. This is just something else, It's something else. Now nuclear weapons are involved. It's moving from words into now action. Of course, not we can't say action as if there is a fight like which is happening like in action now, but at least from the words it has moved now into orders, ordering the nuclear weapons. Position yourself, the submarines, position yourself, face Russia, so that in case something happens, you when I say fire, then you fire. Something else. This is what happened. If you are joining me for the first time, I know most of you are, so subscribe to this channel. Just narrates where we narrate what is happening around the world. I'll be bringing more for news and current affairs so that we can follow it in just simple language. Let's make it simple and reachable to everyone. Let's follow what's happening around the world. Until next time, see you then.